Good morning, students. Today we are going to start very easy chapter of your class 7, that is unitary method. Unitary actually means finding first for 1 for unit, it means 1, and then finding for the next how many you are asked, whether it is less or more than what is given. We are going to study first the unitary method now in two parts, in which you will come across two types of problems. One problem will be of direct variation, another will be of inverse variation. Inverse variation we will be covering it in the next week, being it is your second exercise. Direct variation we will be doing it today. Direct variation means whenever both the quantities which you are given in the problem, both the quantities changes or varies in the same direction. Like if one is increasing, the other is also increasing, and if one is reducing, the other is also reducing. You can see over here I have written few examples for you. When you buy more articles, you need more money, and if you want to buy less articles, you require less money. Second example is when more men are given a work to do, then naturally the work will be done more, and if there are less men, the work done is less. Now if you have within a given speed and with a given fixed time, if you have a more speed, the distance covered will be more, and if the speed is less, the distance covered will be less. Same is the case with if you borrow more money, you have to pay more interest to it, and if you borrow less money, the less interest will be given. Last example is if you have a more weight of any quantity, the quantity will be also more. Like if the weight of 10 suppose if the weight of 10 bags is 100, and then weight of 20 bags will be also more because the number is increasing. So what you have to if it is less, I have given examples all of a more. It is the same. You can see every time wherever more is there, the second quantity more is written. And in case if you have to do any sum, you have to first assign whether which relation is there. In your book, while solving the sums, it will be very easy, being you will be differentiated by the exercise. The best way to practice this chapter is, after doing both the chapters, just take a mixed problem of all the sums and then decide it whether it is direct or inverse variation. Otherwise the solving part is very easy. Now I have solved one question for you. I'll be solving. Question is, a car cover a distance of 357 kilometers on 42 liters of petrol. How far can it travel on 12 liters of petrol? Now, what does this mean? That if the distance covered in 42 liters of petrol is 357 kilometers, it means we have now, if we compare 42 and 12, there is less use of petrol and there is less distance covered. So both are less, so it means it is a direct variation. So first, being it is a unit, we are going to find it the distance covered in 1 liter, that will be 357 divided by 42, and then distance covered in 42, it will be 357 divided by 42 multiply by 12. It is not necessary that you divide first in this second step. You can direct away come to this step and do the calculation all together at one time. It will help you in the finding out the answer more quickly. Now in your questions, this unitary method is normally used only till up your class 7th only. Later on, from the 8th onwards, you will get this chapter as a direct and inverse proportion. That time you need not find it for the unit. So in the question also it will not be written that you have to use the unitary method to find it. So what you are going to do is, I am going to teach you the method which you are going to do from the 8th class onwards. You are free to use any method whatever you like, either first or second, whichever way you find it more easy. So here I am going with the proceeding with the another method. First we are going to, instead of statement, we are going to write it in the box figure. We are going to write it in the two parts. One part will be the both the attributes what we are going to write. First is petrol use is 42 and the distance covered is 357. Then petrol used is 12 liters. Now here we are not going to find it for 1. We are going to directly find it. Now you can see over here, we will write it over here. Less use of petrol, less distance covered. Since both are less, so it is direct variation. Whenever there is a direct variation, the formula what you are going to do is x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2. Now what is x1 and y1? This is the question. Whatever you write in the table, this first is x1, this is y1, this is x2. See over here, if I have used over here petrol used as x1, the next quantity should also be petrol, which is x2, and the distance covered is over here, which is unknown, that is y2. Now we will put all these values in this xy. This will come out to be x1 is 42, 357, 12 upon y2. The way to solve is same as we are solving. We will do the cross multiply, and when you cross multiply, it will come 42 into y2 is equal to 12 into 357, and y2 is equal to, when you bring 42 the other side, it will be divided. You can see that the final equation what you got from both the methods is same. See, compare, it is same. So you can solve this sum by any way you want to do.